So I want to talk about this franchise champion bullshit that, you know what I'm saying, a lot of people are talking about at the moment having to do with Canelo. Now, I don't want to particularly talk about the franchise champion being created by the WBC out of the blue. That's not what I'm touching on, because we all know the WBC is corrupt, i.e. Dillian White being the #1 contender for 600 plus days and not getting a mandatory versus Deontay Wilder during that whole time. That's not what we're getting into right now. What I want to get into is the power that Canelo Alvarez has, and how the hell did he get so much power? Obviously, Canelo is a very popular fighter, a Mexican sensation. He has a whole country behind him, including a lot of people in the States behind him, right? So he's a big money draw. A lot of people would question, or a lot of people would ask, when did this happen? Well, from day one, when he was under Oscar De La Hoya, they knew he was going to be something big, something similar to kind of how Ryan Garcia is being groomed. Canelo was groomed the same way. He had that one loss to Floyd Mayweather, but a lot of people would argue that loss to Floyd Mayweather actually heightened his popularity status, because a lot of people argue he lost to Mayweather before he hit his prime. Therefore, actually, that loss can kind of be looked at as a W, because Floyd Mayweather is the greatest ever. So the question I'm coming at y'all with is having to do with this franchise champion being made, and the fact that Canelo Alvarez has so much power. Not only does Canelo Alvarez have a lot of power, because a lot of people talk about Al Heyman, PBC, things like that. They have Deontay Wilder, they have Andy Ruiz Jr., they have all the belts when it comes to heavyweight division. But if you want to talk about money, you want to talk about draws, if you want to talk about popularity, at the end of the day, yeah, you got AJ, you got Wilder, you got Ruiz. Canelo rules it all. Canelo is king. Canelo is top. So whoever has control over Canelo, or let me say who's basically guiding his career path, they're really the top dogs in boxing. Who is that? A lot of people would say Dazn, because he signed to Dazn, right? He had that big contract with Dazn. No, Dazn doesn't control him, which is very interesting. Canelo was one of the... I'm sorry, let me take that back. Canelo is the only fighter to be in a position where he is signed... Let me let that finish. Where he is signed to a promotion like Dazn, but he is also under Top Rank, Goldenboy promotion. So Oscar De La Hoya basically oversees everything, but he is also under Oscar De La Hoya. He's under Bob Arum. That's their parent company. But yet Canelo signed that big contract with Dazn. No one's ever talked about this. No one ever talked about, is there a conflict of interest? How did this happen? Well, there's not a conflict of interest. The reason because of that is the power that Canelo and the people over him have, is because of how big of a boxing draw he is. This is just showing once again that boxing is a corrupt sport, and the powers that be, whoever controls it, basically controls the whole game. You know what I'm saying? Hence why a franchise champion was made out of the blue. Canelo's made the franchise champion. Now Jamal Charlo is the full WBC champion. But if you're Jamal Charlo, you're thinking to yourself, like, yeah, that's dope and all, but shit, y'all basically still shitting on me, because y'all just created this super heavyweight #1 top belt just for Canelo to basically say, yeah, here's the WBC belt, Jamal, but shit, honestly, that still don't mean shit, because we just created one, another belt that's more important than that one. That's the one you should be striving for. And at the same time, it's crazy too, because Jamal didn't even get a chance to really, I don't want to say he didn't earn it, because he definitely earned it, but, you know, if you're a competitor, you want to go out there and you want to beat the guy who had the belt and take it from him. They didn't even give him that opportunity. So if you watch some of the press conferences with Jamal Charlo and Brandon Adams, he seems very unhappy. It's very interesting to see the dynamics between the two fighters. Brandon Adams seems just to be happy to be there, to be in that situation, enjoying the moment, while Jamal looks pissed, man. And I would be too, rightfully so, man. This is very weird. It's very weird what the boxing community does sometimes, and I think this franchise championship, man, no comment. I just think it's a very interesting aspect, and it shows the power Canelo has. The fact, one, that he signed with the Dazn for the biggest contract you've ever seen when it comes to boxing, but yet he's still under Goldenboy Promotions, which is under Top Break, ESPN affiliated, Bob Arum. It's very interesting dynamic. That's the only time you've ever seen it in boxing. Probably the only time we'll ever see it for a long time again. But let me pose a question to the BlakGooseTV family. Do you think Canelo Alvarez deserves all of this? Do you think he deserves to be basically treated as if he is God's gift to boxing? He had a belt basically created from the blue strictly for him, saying it's above all belts. Every single belt, any belt you can think of, this belt, the franchise champion, is above all those. He has all the power now, no matter who he fights, no matter what promotion he's fighting against or whatever, cross-joint promotion, whatever it may be, he has all the power. All the power is always going to be with him. And so I'm just asking, does Canelo Alvarez deserve all this? My other question is, what do you think will happen if he loses? Let me know below, y'all. I know this channel is about y'all. I want to hear y'all opinion. So, and also, what I'm saying, even if y'all don't want to answer those two questions I asked you, just give your thoughts on this whole subject, the whole franchise champion thing with Canelo. The fact that Canelo was one of the only fighters to be signed with a major promotion like Dazn, but still be under another promotion like ESPN, Top Rank, Goldenboy. Like, just let me know. What do you think about this situation? Because obviously this is something that is unprecedented in the boxing community. The franchise champion is something new that was just created. So what do y'all think about this as a whole? Let me know if y'all enjoying the content. You already know, like, subscribe, show love, BlakGooseTV family. You already know what it is, Mr. Positivity. Stay positive. You heard me.